Good morning, dear students. In today's lecture, we will discuss some important parameters that I have explained you yesterday, but not explained, but asked you a question that what is isodiafers and what is isosters. So many students give me a best and perfect answer. I am very happy to see that you all are very active. Congratulations to all of you. Now, we will discuss isosters and isodiafers today's lecture and some very important informations of laboratory, because today we will see the chemistry laboratory of my school, that means of Swastik school. Okay, but before that we will see this in later in this lecture, but before that we will discuss isodiafers and isosters. Okay, what is isodiafers? Just see and the focus on the board. Different atomic numbers and mass numbers, but the same difference number of neutron and number of protons, same difference between number of neutron and the number of protons. This is isodiafers. Just see, 90 thorium 234 and 92 uranium 238, proton 90 92, electron 90 92. Just see neutron, if we differ between 234 and 90, the answer is 144, it is neutron, and 238 minus 92, it is 146, again it is neutron. Now we will take the difference between neutron and proton. 144 minus 90, the answer is 54. 146 minus 92, the answer is 54. So the difference atomic number and mass number, देखिए यहाँ पर atomic number 234 and atomic number is 238. In this atomic mass is 234 and 238, but atomic numbers 90 and 92. So the difference of atomic numbers and mass numbers, but the same difference between neutron and proton, it is known as isodiafers. So this is the examples of isodiamer, students. Isotope, isoton, isoelectric, isodiafers and isosters are the very important concepts for NEET JEE examinations. If you have seen the past 32 years papers, so many questions asked from these topics. So we are discussing here about isodiafers and isosters. Okay, so it is very important point about isodiafers. Now in isosters, the same number of atoms and valence electrons are known as isosters. Same number of atoms and valence electrons. Just examples are here, CO and N2. The question arises in our mind that what is valence electrons? Just see about valence electrons. The number of outer orbits electrons are known as valence electron. But now the example of valence electron, just see. Carbon monoxide is here, CO. Carbon, atomic number of carbon is 6 and electronic configuration of carbon is 2,4. I think all the student knows the electronic configuration of carbon, it is 2,4. This is outer orbit. This one is outer orbit. Just see. So here there are 4 electrons present in outer orbits. So the number of electrons in carbon are 4. Okay. Now in oxygen, atomic number of oxygen is 8. Configuration of electron is 2, 6. So there are 6 electrons in outermost orbit. So outer orbits electrons in CO, 6 plus 4 is equal to 10. Okay, so carbon monoxide having 10 electron in its outer orbit. So carbon monoxide having, in other word we can say that CO having 10 valence electrons. Okay, now according to dinitrogen, nitrogen, atomic number of nitrogen is 7. So configuration is 2, 5. So there are 5 electrons are present in one atom of nitrogen. But in other atom of nitrogen, again 2, 5. So 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. So 10 electrons are present in CO and 10 electrons are present in dinitrogen. So the valence electrons are same, CO having 10 and N2 having 10. So valence electron are same and same number of atoms. In CO there are 2 atoms, one carbon and other oxygen. In N2 again 2 atoms are present, N and N. So the same number of atoms and the same valence electrons are present, then they are known as isosters. Okay dear students, so this is important concept of isosters and isodiafers that I have given you an exercise in yesterday's lecture, and most of the students give me a right answer. Okay, now when we will study chemistry, then chemistry deals with important types of chemicals. We know there are so many chemicals present in chemistry. So many pharmaceutical industries depends on chemistry because medicine is an important part of chemistry. So remind this important point that chemistry is purely made up from chemicals. Okay, if we are learning chemicals, then first and very important concept of chemicals is their concentration. I think CBSE students or GSEB students have studied this part in their chemistry about concentration because you have used molarity also. ICSE students also aware about this point because molarity is a part of ICSE also. So the concentration is very important topic. But if we want to study or if we want to measure concentration, then we have to visit a laboratory of any school or any industry. So if we want to measure concentration, I will learn you. We will learn together that how can we examine concentration of any solution. Can you understand my question? That we have to explain concentration. But how can we measure the concentration of any substance or any compounds? I will teach you. And we both together teach at this point. But in today's lecture, we will visit laboratory of Swastik School and I will introduce very important instruments of chemistry. But first of all, just see the laboratory of Swastik School. Please just see the rounding off of chemistry lab of Swastik School. Students are doing simultaneously important practicals of chemistry in this laboratory. These are the chemicals that you are seeing this. These are the table range on which students are doing practicals. This is our top floor and I am introducing you our chemistry lab. Okay, these are the different sections of chemistry. Chemicals are here. These are the important chemicals. These are the table ranges of chemistry. This is our lab. This is laboratory. That's we are measuring different type of practicals here. This is the important white marker board of chemistry lab. Okay. After seeing the chemistry lab, if we want to measure the important topic of molarity, that if we want to measure the molarity, which are the important instruments that which we have to use for the measurement of molarity. Just see, for the measurement of concentration, this is the first important instrument is here. This instrument is known as a burette, long glass tube having small diameter. This is burette. In burette, the volume of any liquid will measure. Volume of any liquid will measured by burette, and the burette there are 50 ml AX. The volume of this burette is 50 ml, and the 27 degree centigrade temperature is written in burette, and burette is made up from borosilicate glass. So if we want to measure the concentration, the most important instrument is here. This is burette. and known concentration. One concentration is known and we have to find unknown concentration. What is this? We will explain in later lectures, but this is burette. Just see, 27 degrees centigrade is temperature, 50 ml is volume, and it is the glass of burette is borosilicate glass. Okay, just see, right now I have to just explain you these important points, and I want to see you just burette. Just see how can we measure concentration, that we will study later. Don't worry about this point. Burette, glass, borosilicate, 27 degrees centigrade temperature is written, and the volume capacity of burette is 50 ml. This is pinch cock of burette. This is pinch cock of burette. This is, just see the round of pinch cock. If we pack this pinch cock, 50 ml solution will pack in this burette. Okay, so this is burette, the first instrument of our laboratory. Then the second one, which is again very important for chemistry, for the measurement of concentration, this is pipette. What is the name? Pipette. This is pipette, and the capacity of pipette is just only 10 ml. If we want to take 10 ml solution, then we will take this pipette. But how can we fill the solution pipette? With suck-up. Suck-up करके यहाँ से हमें कोई भी केमिकल्स यहाँ से लेना है और यहाँ पर ऊपर से सीधा पैक कर देना है पिपेट के लिए. जिस यहाँ पर एक लाइन ड्रॉ की हुई है, ये ड्रॉ की हुई लाइन 10 ml का मेजरमेंट बताती है. Okay, so this is pipette for the measurement of concentration, for the measurement of molarity. Pipette is again very useful. So this is pipette, this one is burette. The third one, which is very useful, it is conical flask. What is the name of this instrument? Conical flask. I think कितने स्टूडेंट्स को शायद मालूम होगा पास्ट में अगर आपने प्रैक्टिकल्स किए हुए हो तो. But if you have not done the right practicals, then we are introducing this type of instrument. That's why I plan this. Okay, this is conical flask. The capacity of conical flask is 150 ml. Again, this glass is made up from borosilicate glass. This is borosilicate, silicate minerals, 150 ml, and borosilicate. This is conical flask, this one is burette, and this one is pipette. These are the three very important instruments which are very useful for the measurement of concentration. Burette, pipette, and conical flask. I think so that you all are aware about this point. This is our test tube. If we want to do qualitative analysis, then we have to use this test tube also. This is again is made up from borosilicate glass. Borosilicate glass is very necessary because in chemistry we have to heat any instruments. If we heat the glass, then it is unbreakable for heating. So this is very important useful use of borosilicate glass. This is our test tube, and this is test tube stand. Okay, this is test tube stand, and this is our test tube, and this is test tube holder. Okay, केमिस्ट्री में ध्यान रखना है, सॉल्यूशन को हीट करना पड़ता है, इसीलिए ऐसे ही हम कभी किसी केमिकल्स को ऐसे ही टच नहीं करते हैं, टेस्ट ट्यूब को भी टच नहीं करते, इसीलिए उसे टेस्ट ट्यूब होल्डर से पकड़कर ही प्रैक्टिकल्स किया जाता है. सो दिस इज द टेस्ट ट्यूब होल्डर एंड दिस इज आवर टेस्ट ट्यूब. So this is the very important instruments which are very useful in chemistry, because with the help of this type of instrument we can easily do the different type of practicals. Okay, so आज मैंने आप सबको प्रैक्टिकल की जनरल इंफॉर्मेशंस दी है. मैं आप सबको प्रैक्टिकल में भी करूंगा, और जब हम स्कूल में एक साथ मिलेंगे तब आपको प्रैक्टिकल भी करवाऊंगा. मैंने आपको कहा है कि प्रैक्टिकल के बारे में मैं ऐसी इंफॉर्मेशन आपको देने वाला हूँ, ऐसे आपको नीट जेडबल प्रैक्टिकल के थ्रू क्लियर करवाने जा रहा हूँ. वो बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट और सस्पेंस मैटर है, वो हम सीधे क्लासरूम में डिस्कस करेंगे, यहाँ पर मैं डिस्कस करने वाला नहीं हूँ. ठीक है, तो ये प्रैक्टिकल्स की इंफॉर्मेशन मैंने दी, प्रैक्टिकल में करवाऊंगा, मैं भी करूँगा. आप सब देखेंगे किस तरह से प्रैक्टिकल हो रहा है और किस तरीके से हम कॉन्सेंट्रेशन मेजर कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, बट अभी वो टॉपिक आगे बढ़ाने के लिए आज मैं आप सबको दूसरी एक्सरसाइज दे रहा हूँ, और उस एक्सरसाइज का नाम है मोलारिटी. सो आज आप सबको मैं टॉपिक दे रहा हूँ, आप सबको मोलारिटी की डिफरेंट टाइप्स की मोलारिटी फाइंड करने के लिए आपको मुझे 3 फॉर्मूला देनी है। 3 फॉर्मूला मैं बोल रहा हूं, देखिए आपको मोलारिटी फाइंड करने की 3 फॉर्मूला आपको मुझे देनी पड़ेगी। एक फॉर्मूला आपको 10th में आ रही है, दूसरी कौन सी फॉर्मूला आप मेजरमेंट कर सकते हैं, जस्ट यू हैव टू फाइंड। ये आप सबको सोचना है कि दूसरी फॉर्मूला मोलारिटी फाइंड करने की क्या रहेगी, तीसरी फॉर्मूला मोलारिटी फाइंड करने की क्या रहेगी, ये आप सबको जज करना है। पर मैं आपको बता देता हूं कि मोलारिटी फाइंड करने के लिए आप वॉल्यूम के अलावा, वॉल्यूम और मास के अलावा किसी और कॉन्सेंट्रेशन की मेथड का यूज नहीं कर सकते। आप मोलारिटी नहीं ले सकते, आप नॉर्मलिटी नहीं ले सकते, फिर भी आपको मोलारिटी फाइंड करनी है। समझ रहे हैं मेरी बात? आपको मोलारिटी की फॉर्मूला याद रखनी है, फॉर्मूला याद करनी है और मोलारिटी को आपको फाइंड करके दिखाना है। अगर आपको इसी समय मोलारिटी की बात पता है तो कमेंट बॉक्स में जाकर मोलारिटी की डेफिनेशन लिख दीजिए और मुझे 3 फॉर्मूला दीजिए मोलारिटी फाइंड करने के, जिसमें मास और वॉल्यूम के अलावा कोई किसी का भी यूज नहीं किया हो सकता है। ठीक है, यह चैलेंज आप सबके लिए मैं आज देकर आज का लेक्चर यहीं पर खत्म कर रहा हूं। बट आपको आज होमवर्क सिर्फ आइसोडायमर्स और आइसोस्टर्स का ही करना है, बाकी मोलारिटी आपको माइंड से कैचअप करनी है। अगर आपको आंसर मिल जाता है मुझे पर्सनल व्हाट्सएप करके आप आंसर भेज सकते हैं। आज के लिए इतना ही, थैंक्स।